Hello, my name is Alex, listening to One Mic, One Wheel.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back once again to One Mic, One Wheel, the show where we talk all things motorsport and sim racing. I hope you guys enjoyed episode 18 with Alex Lilliard. Some interesting stuff said and some controversial stuff said, but that's exactly what we like on this show. Episode 19 now, and today I have a sim racer in the box with me. I have, of course, you might know him as Car Alex on PS4, but I, of course, just know him as Alex. Alex, you're very, very welcome to the show. I'm very, very happy to have you on.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
So let's get started then. How did you become interested in motorsport?
Um, I don't know really. I just was like when I was little, I played only with cars, and I started playing F1 games since I was 5 years old. F1 game was F1 99 on the PS1. All the older ones from from the gaming shops, and since I'm playing F1 and have general interest in motorsport, so just really since I can think, I like cars, I like motorsport, and especially Formula One.
So then, how did you get started into esports then?
I mean, I basically for many years was just a casual player. I play in career mode, and I played F1 2014 on the pad, and it felt really bad. I didn't like it. Started to see that a lot of people online they have a wheel about AOR quite a bit. Like since 2012, 2013, I subscribed to PhysiFan. Yeah, just decided to go ahead, buy a wheel, and I played career for a bit, like in an organized league, and I stumbled upon a German random Facebook group. I surprisingly did quite well there, but I was banned from that league because I got once a 30-second time penalty by entry line, and that broke the straw for me in that league. I looked online for PS4 leagues, and I remembered again that I was subscribed to Fizzy. AOR was a thing, and there were two PS4 leagues on F1 2015. So I decided to sign up, and the top into the better of the two tiers, and so it started.
So then, you have had a long career in AOR, and you were also a coordinator in AOR as well. So, what would you say is the hardest thing about being a coordinator?
Um, Depends. I mean, I would say doing results. That's why I never do them. My coordinating partner does. Whoever it is. It's just getting people back to earth after racing, because often and people start in the PSN chat then to throw insults at each other, or Twitter beef. Yeah, sometimes you need either to be quite strict and aggressive with them, or you need to be a bit more calm and reassuring, and to so the scores get settled. I think that's the most difficult thing, because coordinating I was quite strict, and at one my coordinating partner back then, H Racing Green, decided to put quali bans on 7 people because of corner cutting, and that people got pissed also decrease the driving standards overall. So yeah, that's the thing that you want to keep, but also to have enough respect for each other, so it doesn't get turned into a sprint mode lobby.
So now let's talk about F1 Esports. So for those of you that remember, you actually did qualify for that event, the initial F1 Esports on F1 2017. But something happened that meant that you couldn't go. So what actually transpired there?
I mean, nothing really happened, but basically, esport had two routes to qualify: the events, like now, and AOR had like an esport tournament, and the top 3 guys in each platform made it through. And yeah, I actually went through. I managed to be second in that esport tournament. The tournament, however, ended only 4 or 5 days before the actual F1 Esports started. I had to get a visa because back then I was an Ukrainian citizen for the United Kingdom. This wasn't possible because usually it takes around 3-4 weeks, and only you get an emergency visa if you pay a ridiculous amount of money, and it would have been actually more money, like the prize money, if I would have been top 5, which possible. It was lucky that I even made it into that field. So spot, and Big C was the lucky one to get it.
So now let's talk about esports and cars, team you were a part of. So when did you join that team, and why did you decide to join them?
I mean, I'm not part anymore, but yeah, basically joined because the team manager from them was watching races from AOR, and I mean, I listened to him, and basically sim racing is a hobby. I don't really take it that seriously, and I mean I'm practicing for the races and stuff, but to be a professional sim racer. But they said, yeah, it's like I don't really have any obligations, but I can benefit from being together with mega fast people like Marcel, Kiefer, or Leigh. Then obviously they supported me. They gave me a wheel, which I still have. So yeah, it was basically in terms of I got a lot of like stuff input from myself, so it was win-win for me basically, and I decided to join. And I'm not the case that their top guys are, but still, I mean, in the second season of F1 Esports, I made the qualifying race in Spain, race where a lot of people used a track limit exploit. Yeah, I made that legitimately, and yeah, raced under the banner until like recently, maybe ago. Then obviously I think they wanted like either restructure the team or only keep the absolute top guys, and then it's like their top guys, some of them are with Mercedes, some of them are with Force India. So they decided also then it doesn't really make for me sense to be with an esports team, considering F1 2018 were not that great, to say the least. But it was a cool experience, and I'm thankful for them.
So what was it like working alongside guys like Brendan Leigh, obviously two-time F1 esports champion, Marcel Kiefer is part of Force India's esports team. So what was it like working with them, and what did you learn from them?
I mean, it wasn't less working, but rather me begging for setups. I try to tell them maybe good strategies, because my usual strong point is my strategic mind. Always able to maybe try an alternative strategy, but what I from them, what I see is how much sweat they put in, like ounce of sweat. It's on the one side I have huge respect for it, because it's like the dedication you must have, the state of mind you must be in has to be incredible to keep up this commitment and play this game. But for me, I play for fun really, and like I would imagine at some point, especially with the limitations of the F1 games from Codemasters, it would get a chore. So I really respect them, and I learned how much is behind their ridiculous pace. And at the same time, also realizing for me that I don't want to make sacrifices to keep a certain level.
So you've been in the AOR top tier for the past 7 seasons. So and you're still without a title. So what's gone wrong? What's been your bogey, so to speak?
Pace, quite quite easy to answer. I'm just not that quick. You know, I was very good on my tires. I don't really think there was anyone better in terms of tire wear and tire management than me. My AOR wins I got by making alternative strategies work, saving a pit stop. Last win, which was season 15 Belgium, or my last two AOR wins, actually, I scored from um, conditions and just starting on the harder tire, and saving a pit stop. So I think the competition just got a lot a lot harder. Like racing season 11, there was a guy called, I hope he's still quite well known in the league racing community, Tirano Tigger. 14 out of 15 races that season where I finished third, and I think I scored like 11 or 12 podiums and haven't won a race, but and destroyed everyone. And the top 6 or 7 guys in AOR are on his level, like, and I was always like half a second behind him. And in season 12, level again was Nervo Tank, and I lost the title in the last race to him. So that's the thing. A lot of people from outside joined AOR and with an incredible level of sweat, and the direction the game's gone on haven't suited my driving style particularly. I'm very, very sensible and very soft. I'd say rather someone like Jensen Button. 2018, to be fast, you have to be very aggressive with your turn-ins, and you have to be very like turning very aggressively, but check. And with that, I'm struggling quite a bit. But I did things wrong to not win a title, but it's rather that I had a lot of luck to even be in the position to be so often standings, to be so often on the podium, to win races. I think I look at it from a rather positive light than negative that something didn't work.
So actually, on the flip side of that as well, you've been, as I said, top tier for the past 7 seasons. So how have you managed to actually stay at that level for the past 7 seasons?
Well, I like racing, so I have enough motivation to keep myself busy and play the games. Also, usually quite good at adapting to new games quite quickly, so I can pick up the pace of a new game quite good. Unfortunately, I just don't improve upon it, but get up to speed onto a new game quicker than others. In comparison, saves me my place in F1, and also I was usually able to produce good enough results on track, like winning on a podium. Usually I'm quite often in the points. I'm often avoiding incidents and penalties. As said, up until this season everything went into the other direction. I think that's how I stayed in the top tier. Stay for the next game. It depends how quickly I can adapt to this, but like fun to battle against the best of the best. I'm also racing in a different league with like friends from season 12, a race department for fun. And while it's cool and you have like fun in the party chat, it's not the best of the best. Like, this is the motivation that on my toes, and I even though when I'm getting smacked on the track, it's just racing against the best of the best is a push that you don't really get. That's my motivation to stay on a good pace, and I think that's what kept me in tier 1 for so long.
And finally, Alex, where do you see yourself in a few years' time? What are your aspirations for the future?
Being healthy, being alive. I mean, you have to take it from the little things, I guess, but finish my studies, even working somewhere or having my own company. I'm studying economics. I actually hope I won't playing F1 in a few years. That means I have better things to do in my life. But still in a few years play F1. I still hope to be competitive enough to be near the top. I mean, it all depends on how AOR grows, how F1 Esports grows, how the games really develop. Comes a thing also for F1 games, like you never know, but I personally just want to be, in terms of my private life, and be happy with myself and say that I got the best out of everything. Playing games that I enjoy what I do. If it's playing just casual, enjoying that, and if it's doing competitive stuff, just enjoying that. That's the most important thing.
That's all we have time for in this episode. Alex, thank you so much for joining me, and we will see you, of course, next time out for episode number 20. A very special episode. It's the last episode of this season, so I hope you'll join me then. It's a very big guest. I'm sure you'll know him when it comes out. But thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you next time out for episode 20. Thank you, and goodbye.